Good morning guys and welcome to the channel. You're about to see the sickest Jeep interior in a few seconds. At least today's gonna be part one. We're gonna be installing a whole bunch of carbon fiber parts on the inside of my Jeep. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna clean up the inside of the Jeep. I bought a couple of bottles of rubbing alcohol. We gotta prep the surface, make everything clean. But before we get started with today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you can sign up for notifications, and let's get to it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and use some of Adam's Polish Interior Detailer with the microfiber cloth. I just spray some on the microfiber cloth and wipe all this stuff down. This is definitely gonna have to come off also. People that are wondering, this is what I attach to my winch whenever I have to recover another vehicle. And you'll see this one already has some wear because we had a Jeep that flipped over on one or two off-road trips and I had to use my winch to help flip the Jeep back over. So for all the people who missed the last video, I have a whole bunch of carbon fiber parts. I mean, you name it, I got it. Everything you could possibly think of I have in this kit. We're gonna go ahead and start installing this right now. Let's take baby steps first. Figured let's start with something easy. Let's do this first and then we'll move on to the bigger stuff. Say goodbye to these. We're gonna put this in the military recovery bag that we got in the back of the Jeep when you're off-road. This is what it looks like before. Okay guys, and now this is after. Just put the nice piece of carbon fiber right over here. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Now I'm not going to show you every single time that when I clean it with alcohol because I don't want to bore you guys and make the video longer than it needs to be. But just trust me when I tell you it was already cleaned with alcohol. So for the trolls out there that say, oh, he didn't clean it with alcohol, well, trust me, I did. We're going to do this and then we're going to do this piece right here also. Now I could have sworn that I had ordered the carbon fiber for the door handle. I'm gonna have to double check my order to see if they forgot it or if maybe I just thought I ordered it and I didn't. We'll see. But regardless, I went ahead and I just finished installing the carbon fiber right here on the side of the door. We're gonna do this on all four doors. I'd say the fitment is actually pretty much perfect. But I mean, just look at the way it looks. I mean, the fact that I wrapped this in leather and now you got this nice carbon fiber on the side of the door. Guys, this is such a big game changer for the interior of the Jeep. And just wait until the next video where you see the custom carbon fiber steering wheel. So far this is the driver's side, that's the passenger side. Passenger side is already done. Now we're gonna move on to the back doors, apply the carbon fiber on both sides. And hey guys, this is the driver's side rear door, all done. Passenger side rear door also. So now that we're all done with all four doors, we are going to, let me take this key out so it doesn't keep beeping and being annoying. So now that we're all done with all four doors, as you can see, driver, passenger side, all done. We also did the grab handle over here. Now we're gonna move on to the more interesting things. Like I said, I got some big pieces, but first let's finish the smaller pieces like this. I don't know, we got a whole bunch. I'll show you guys. Okay guys, so this is the piece that goes right here. That's the before. Now check out the after. I already went ahead and I attached this part right here. This part came out good, no problems. And now we're gonna move on to the other big pieces. All right guys, so now we're moving on to the AC vents. So this is the stock bezel on the AC vent. Okay guys, and there we go. Carbon fiber now on the AC bezels, no problem. Anyway, let's go ahead and install the rest of the AC bezels. Okay guys, now it's really starting to come all together. So now we got the doors, we got this piece right here. All of the AC bezels have been completed, all four of them. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next part. Now I'm really glad that I upgraded the LED lights because when I'm driving at nighttime and I turn on these LED lights on the interior and you just see all this carbon fiber, it's a really glossy carbon fiber. So when the light hits it, it's just gonna look so sick, guys. But anyway, let's go ahead and go back to the box to see what else is left. So these pieces right here are for the steering wheel. I'm not gonna install those because I already have a carbon fiber steering wheel. So I'll probably end up selling these or returning these or whatever. We'll see what happens. All right, you know what guys? Let's move on to one of the bigger pieces. I feel pretty confident now after doing all those small ones. Let's go ahead and go for this one. Baby steps, right? So we'll go for this one and then we'll do these last two big ones towards the end. We still have one more. Hold on, we got one more small one. We're gonna do this one and then we'll do the big one. So guys, this little piece right over here goes right over this, and I love it because I love the way the carbon fiber looks when it's like right up against the leather. Same way like over on the doors, it just gives it a nice luxurious look. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. This is the before. I'll show you guys the after in a sec. Okay guys, so installed, all done. Now finally starting to move on to the bigger pieces. This is gonna overlay this area right over here. I don't know about you guys, but glossy carbon fiber just drives me crazy. Check it out, guys. Got the center piece. This piece went in perfectly. It's not going to go anywhere. Very happy with this. We got all these other pieces I already showed you. Now let's go ahead and move on to this whole center part, which is going to be all wrapped in carbon fiber right now. Love the way this thing is coming out. Love it. Okay, guys, so we're doing the top part of this center console. I got it right here. So remember, this is what it looks like before when it was whack. And now, let me show you guys what it looks like after I install it. All right, guys, what do you think? Let me know. So we got the whole center console piece installed. Now we need to do the bottom part. But I definitely think it's been coming together real nicely. All right, guys, so before actually installing that big piece, I found a couple of smaller pieces of carbon fiber that I just installed. One goes right on the emergency brake handle right here, and the other one goes right here. All right, guys, so like I said before, you know I like to keep it real with you guys, be honest. So on your Jeep, I don't know if it just depends on the year you have or whatever the case might be, but on mine, I had a lid that covers this socket right here. What I ended up doing was I ended up having to just rip it off. I completely ripped it off because with that lid, this piece would not easily fit right over it. So I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I just ripped off the lid and now it's all going to be covered in carbon fiber regardless. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like now. Okay, guys, there you have it. So the whole center piece is installed, the bottom piece is installed. Another tip that I'm going to give you, I was cleaning everything with rubbing alcohol. And I don't know what the deal is, but I thought I was allowed to do that. If you notice, it looks like a little discolored right over here. The rubbing alcohol was like taking the paint off of the dash. Not sure what the deal is with that. So you may want to just use something that's not as aggressive, I guess, as rubbing alcohol. I mean, typically when we do vehicle installations, I always use rubbing alcohol, never had a problem. But I'm going to go ahead and just clean this up and take care of that right away. Now the only missing piece is the steering wheel. Just so you get an idea, I did, like I said, I did a custom carbon fiber steering wheel. I did perforated leather. I did the stitching in red to match my leather seats. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the Jeep and try and get some cool shots for you guys now.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you
guys, so I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought it was completely worth it. Now, a couple of things about the kit. Pricing, you're gonna find out the pricing by clicking the link in the description below. All the parts that I just installed today will be in the description below. Amazon links, check them out. So there's the pricing part. By the way, extremely affordable. Now, for the trolls, yes, I do know, obviously these parts that I just installed are not real carbon fiber. The only real carbon fiber part is going to be my steering wheel. My steering wheel is real carbon fiber, but you gotta keep in mind, how big of a deal is it to you that it's not real carbon fiber? I mean, think about it. If I was going to buy a carbon fiber drive shaft for my Hellcat, you know, that's where it actually matters that it's actually real carbon fiber, because you don't want it to break. That's kind of like the whole point of carbon fiber, that it's very light, very strong. Now, just for looks, if you really think about it, look at my Hellcat. My Hellcat, like, sticker price on that thing was almost $80,000. And, you know, from Dodge, the whole center console piece is like this fake looking carbon fiber, which is very obvious that it's just trying to look like carbon fiber, but it's definitely not real carbon fiber. And that's how it comes from Dodge. So if you ask me, I totally love this way more for the interior. It gives it that carbon fiber look, and it actually really does look like real carbon fiber. When I get my carbon fiber steering wheel, which is actually real carbon fiber, I'll do a side-by-side comparison. You're gonna see, I mean, the difference, to me, it's not worth spending thousands of dollars on the interior to get the real carbon fiber pieces. That's just my opinion. Hey, if you want to blow thousands of dollars to, you know, so you can tell your friends, hey, I got real carbon fiber on the inside of my Jeep, then go ahead, do it. Personally, I wanted the real carbon fiber, obviously, for my steering wheel, The whole steering wheel, I mean, flat bottom, red stripe, it's gonna be sick. And in fact, guys, I'm glad to say the carbon fiber steering wheel did show up. I unboxed it, I checked it out, and it looks sick. I was like a little kid on Christmas when I saw that thing. But unfortunately, I don't have more time to start that install, doing the install. I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit more involved than what I just did right now. So that's actually gonna be saved for the next video. That's gonna be like the missing link for this whole interior. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you liked it or not. I'm telling you, guys, as far as the interior is concerned, look, I remember the first time I saw the JL Wrangler, I was like, damn, that interior on the JL Wrangler Jeep definitely stepped it up. And when I saw that, I was just like, you know what? I know my JK, my Rubicon has a lot of modifications. It's got a lot of money invested into this Jeep. And I can tell you right now, with confidence, that no JL Rubicon can stand side by side with my Jeep, just because, like I said, I do have the beefed up axles, beefed up drive shafts. I mean, everything on my Jeep is completely beefed up. And I bought nothing but like the best absolute parts for this Jeep. Now, the only thing that was really lacking for me was the interior. And I remember when I saw the Jeep, it was a Jay-Z Rides, I was like, man, that interior looked pretty nice. What can I do to step up the interior? The entire time, I've been focused on all functional stuff, off-roading stuff for my Jeep. So the interior on my Jeep, like these leather seats that you see, I've already made videos on the day I installed it. I've already made videos on how much they cost, so check out those videos if you're interested. So the bright red leather seats, this was a game changer also for the interior of the Jeep, just because, look, Jeep does not offer red leather seats. They did for the, I think it was called like the 10th anniversary Jeep, and all the guys that got ripped off and paid all this extra money for that Jeep thought they were special because they got these plain looking red leather seats, and it looks cool. Compared to the plain looking black leather seats, they look cool, but you cannot compare those plain red leather seats to the diamond stitched leather that I have on my Jeep. I mean, it has a nice beautiful diamond pattern. And I'll tell you this, and like no BS, guys, like I always keep it real with you guys. I already said it like 3 times in this video. When I drive my Jeep around and I drive it with no doors and I got the roof off and I'm just cruising around, you have no idea how many people compliment me on the interior of the Jeep. They see the leather seats. I have actually even had like girls that are like Jeep owners that I'm like at a red light and they pull up next to me and they see me with no doors and they see the leather and they stop me right away. They ask me to pull over because they have like a million questions, want to know where I got it installed, how much did I pay. So if you want to update the interior of your Jeep, now guys, these leather seats that I got, it's not just available for JKs. You could step up the leather on your JL Wrangler also. To be honest, from now on, well, this Jeep I'm never going to sell, obviously, but if I ever do buy another Jeep, or when the time comes to buy another Jeep, upgrading the leather on the interior is something that I would probably end up doing on most of my vehicles. After I just installed all this stuff, I'm like a little kid. I gotta take this Jeep out for a drive. I'm gonna rip the roof off, take the doors off, have a little bit of fun, cruise around, maybe grab some dinner. For the guys that were following my other fitness channel, I was trying to get back into shape. That channel is gonna probably end up coming back, but just so you know, I have been in the gym non-stop. I mean, for the past I'd say like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, back on my routine, but not even on my regular routine. I'm like going crazy at the gym. I got some days where I'm in the gym literally 2-3 times a day, just killing it. Already been seeing some of the results too, so that's pretty awesome. To be honest, I gotta lose the weight before that C8 Corvette shows up, because when I used to have my C706 Corvette, I was in a lot better shape. That was before my knee injury. And that C706 was kind of tight on the interior. It's not like my Jeep. It's not going to be like my Hellcat comfortable. So I know I have a lot of work to do. That C8 Corvette should probably, hopefully, be showing up December, January, who knows. And by December, January, I'd like to see at least 60 pounds, at least 60 pounds I'd like to drop and just put on a little bit more muscle also. Anyway, guys, enough talking. If it's your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you can sign up for notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.